Hello, everyone, and welcome back to DeadWorld. This is episode 81. Let's give you a little bit of a breakdown here. We're in between day 150, 151. Our condition is 48%. We're down to one cattail. That's all our food. Use a nap. And a blizzard. So I don't know if... Let's just say I don't know. What's the best course of action here?
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
Alright, well, first and foremost, let's take a little bit of a nap here. Afraid to get too caught up in... It's like the perfect time to move. Let's go see how cold it really is. I'm torn with going back to Coastal. Although, I don't know. Nothing has changed, though. Look how warm it is. There. We actually could make it back to Coastal. Alright, let's go gather up whatever little supplies we think we need to take with us. I know we're into the dog days of what we're doing here, and I agree. The entertainment value of this is starting to wane. I get it. And it would be easy enough to... carry that. Carrying stuff I don't need. It would be easy enough to cut and run and maybe try and find some food in other places and maybe find some success. I mean, maybe Ash Canyon has some leftovers for a muskeg. And I know even with Jitwire's run, she had given up on the beachcombing. And I think we proved the point that the naysayers that say that beachcombing is the answer for DeadWorld players to live pretty much unlimited is duly false. It's too cold. It's too harsh. All right, so I'm going to sleep one more hour. So I'm torn with conviction of... My intentions were always to stand my ground here, and for better or for worse, we were going to finish this out. Okay, we definitely need a couple of coal. How much water do we have? Let's grab an extra water. And we've got 2 sticks. Grab 1. Cured rabbit felt. Speaking of rabbit. Leave that behind. No extra weight. All right, before the weather gets any worse, we'll talk about... Let's see if it's... Weather so fickle anyway. Okay, we're one down. This is the warmest we've had in a long time. All right, let's head back to Coastal. So I'm torn between holding the conviction that I was going to prove this wrong versus attempting to go back to areas where maybe I could be successful in staying alive a little longer. And so it's hard to make that decision because, like I said, Ina was pushing for proving the fact that the sustainability of beachcombing in DeadWorld were never a possibility. And I think we've proven that point. But we've run out of food to the point that I don't know if even bugging out at this point is even possible. Maybe if we get lucky going back into Coastal, and if we get lucky enough to find something, maybe we could travel. I still don't know if I want to do it or not. There's some really goofy places that might have some food. They're kind of far away. It wouldn't be easy to get to. I still don't think we did anything up around Eric's Falls. I know we stayed at Timberwolf Mountain a lot. Like, we hung out at that bunker for probably way longer than we should have. Fire making, or shelter making material. Can't believe how warm it is. So hope the weather holds long enough for us to be lucky. Oh, here we go. A whole bunch of stuff. Come on. Ooh, bonus stick. But Timberwolf Mountain's quite a ways away. Bonus stick. I don't know how successful we would be going through Pleasant Valley. Weather plays a huge role. We can't hunker down for very long. So these are the things going on in my head. I know a lot of people have been commenting, and I appreciate it. Especially those of you that are looking at this and going, this is not very entertaining anymore. I get it. Now this becomes a science experiment at this point. So hoping the visual enhancement was going to be out soon. They really wanted to do the increased draw rate. Ooh, interesting. Feathers. Why were there feathers? See, I think the increased draw rate's going to help future runs for sure. Don't even know if we're going to do DeadWorld again right away. This has been a long run. I've been working on a side project that I was going to release as a standalone, but I think I'm going to hold on to it as a replacement for this, just in the interim. Eat trees, you can't eat that lumber either. I won't say anything about the project. It was kind of meant to be like a 50-day challenge kind of thing. I think And I started it quite a while ago, and I haven't had a ton of time to put towards it. So I've only got a few episodes recorded, and I vowed this year I would not release anything until it was completed. Unless it was an ongoing run. Alright, firewood is always helpful. Spray paint, I'm not gonna, well, I'll move it. Well, there's new items here at least. No food yet, but new items. And the way this temperature's going, maybe we can beachcomb the whole thing. There are crows circling over here, so that could be good news. Kind of look like a body versus a buffet, but it's not dinner, it's a dude. Okay. Again, I'm not going to argue about the firewood. Don't need scrap metal. Can I have your sweater? I'm not going to worry about getting tired. We'll even take some damage if we have to. The weather and staying this warm is amazing right now. I mean, we've made it from crumbling all the way over here. We've only gotten half the meter run down. It's a miracle. You normally don't get 20 feet because it's triple down. No. Are you in the T-zone? Apparently. Okay. 3 strikes. Not gonna keep going. More crows circling.
I need to find a place to rest.
Well, if you rest, you could die. Because there's nothing to eat. You can't eat this leather. Nice selection of firewood, though. Tie that bandage around your stomach so you don't feel as hungry. Okay. Another dude. My favorite dude. Got empty pockets. Tell you what, let's drop off some of this firewood. If I remember correctly, we had some coal at that other one. The other thing is the weather's changing here. Alright, let's go check the rest of this before it gets any colder. Fog is lifted. We may have a change in the weather coming. I will say this. I've been quite surprised with how much ground we've covered this afternoon. Ooh, easy, easy, easy. But also, equally surprised at the fact that so far food has been non-existent. Right, they're flying over. I'm gonna keep going. In case there's some down here that I haven't been checking and missing.
Sure getting cold.
Yeah, it is. Question B is, do we stay or do we go? Hey, X marks this spot. Yeah, we're starting to get cold. Let's go warm up. Sure, why not? Doesn't matter. Matches, not matches. Save one of our coal. Try to put off getting any more damage. Wind is picking up. Is that all we have? We have one coffee.
I could eat anything.
Yeah, I know. And 2 teas. The temptation to leave is compelling right now. Tempted just to heat up this fire, get a little bit of sleep. Maybe head towards the ravine. I don't know. So torn right now. I think it is a foregone conclusion that the beachcombing is a failure. If you came over here with these being your last stops, like if I had to plan this in a way where Coastal Highway, Crumbling Highway, and Desolation Point were my last 3 maps to cover, include that with beachcombing, and that might be a nice little scenario that you might be able to eke out some extra foods and stuff while you were still kind of, you know, hoarding food. And we definitely could go back. I mean, for God's sakes, we've been playing this since November of, what, 23? So a year and a half now. And skill level has changed, you know, exponentially. I mean, way different player than I was then. So I wouldn't have spent so much time in certain places. A lot more familiar with maps in certain areas than I was. How cold is it out here? Starting to get cold. The nice thing about going towards Ravine, though, is you kind of hopscotch. There are those trailers on the way up. Maybe we'd have some luck in Mystery Lake. We'd need to sleep for a little while longer, though. We couldn't go just yet. You know what? Let's do this. Alright. Let's go to Jackrabbit. Actually, you know what? Let's go over here. We're gonna walk out and do this. And let's go over here. We're gonna start losing health anyway with the lack of food. Okay, I think I've talked myself into it. I think we're gonna call the proof is in the pudding. And our pudding can is empty. We need some rest. We're going to start losing health one way or the other, whether it's through food or... Don't know that there's anything up here, but... Gotta look.
It's dusk, so I can't be far behind.
I will say this: the one bad decision right now, as it stands, with coming over here to warm up and get some sleep, is we don't have any coal with us. It's all sitting in that fishing hut on the other side. So we need to consider staying warm
Anything
too.
right now.
All right, let's eat our last cattail. I'll tell you what, let's get 4 hours of sleep. That's all we're going to get with food. Maybe we'll get lucky with the weather and I can head. Yep. I know I could drink the teas to keep the calories up. But
All I can think about is food.
why? Why do I do that? And I don't know if you all can hear it or not, but I've been getting a strange, like, I want to say it's like feedback or like a distortion in the sound. And I don't know if I've got a driver that needs to be updated or what have you. I keep hearing it. That's so cool. Scrap metal. What do we got in here? Can't drink that. Hey, leftovers. You know what? Book will come in handy. All right, douse that. Hear the wind pick up. 151 days. All right, let's take a peek.
Never thought I'd be dying from starvation.
So is this a blizzard? Okay. Maybe we'll roll the dice and stay here. Yeah, see, I just heard it right there. It wasn't like that yesterday. I hate computers sometimes. It always sucks because you try to update things and do stuff and then it breaks something else. Okay. Now where's our health at? 46. All right. So we are sliding slightly backwards due to the lack of food. Okay. It's almost daylight. You know what? Let's just go get a couple more hours of sleep. There is no point of rushing out there in the dark. You can't see anything. bad enough as it is. All right, well, let's see if fortune favored the foolish. We actually got something out of this. Let's go start a fire in this fishing hut here. I might even heat up a tea for this. We still have accelerant? Good. Save that for emergencies.
Come on, little fire.
Okay. Alright, is this fire going to get hot enough?
Hot fire.
On its own? No, probably not. Let's add our coal. Might as well make water. Ooh, we can make a torch. You know the thing I've got here that we can drop is this. The only thing it is tinder at this point. Alright, let's speed this up. This is all just about warming up instead of actually passing time. Alright. Oh, the wind's picked up again. That's not good. Okay, there's the mark. Don't see anything. Well, that much of it was disappointing. Problem is the wind's headed in the direction I'd want to go. Maybe if the wind shifts, we'll head towards Jackrabbit. And the dang draw rate's not good enough. Okay. Wind shifted. Going in our favor. We need to warm up before we do anything. Pool's airing going out right now. Don't leave that there. How much weight are we carrying? We got a ton of torches. Apologize, it's gonna get real bright in here. It does stack, unfortunately. The idea behind doing that is just takes fuel out of the fire. Not a lot, but it does take fuel out of the fire. One of the things I wish they would change, I wish you could snuff a fire out somehow. Especially in a stove like that, you should be able to smother it. Cut the flue off and deprive it of oxygen. I didn't pick up the tea. Damn it. Damn it. Nope, still sitting right there. It's actually warmer over here. Torches all adding a little bit of warmth. Alright, not gonna wait forever. I think what we're gonna do is try to get as far as we can. I'll drink the tea. We'll walk across. The blizzard doesn't seem to have dropped anything over here, but we'll see if it's dropped anything over on this other side. We needed to come back this way anyway. If I was going to bug out, I wanted my coal. It's going to ravine doesn't give us much for any coal. Might get lucky with one or two pieces, but kind of need some of it. And the road to lead up is across the way, so. Okay, so we've got crows over here. It's slightly different location. If this is a wolf, that would be nice if we could get to it. It looks really close. This might help with our bug out plans. Nope, it looks like a person. Nope, fire went out. Not even gonna mess with it. Alright, so where's my warm tea? Because the wind's picking up. This will give us a few calories to stave off our starvation for a little bit. I think this is the aspect that a lot of people aren't considering when they, you know, like, oh, you can just beachcomb. Well, yeah, you can, but you'd have to have a stack of teas ready to go. And with the lack of birch bark teas being available to you, you don't have any renewable teas. Okay, so something did respawn here. Sound issues driving me crazy. Alright, I don't think we have much choice. We're gonna light a fire here. Take it all.
Come on, little fire. Jesus, this is cold. Stomach feels like an empty pit.
Yeah, kind of, because it is an empty pit. Alright, let's see if we got anything close by. Tea's still working a little. Probably going to run out here fairly quickly. Here goes the warm-up bonus. I'm going to push the envelope because I don't feel like I have any choice. I know we're going to get cold. I still have some stems. I do see some beachcombing materials up here at the trunk. I don't know what this is. Another body. Yeah, lots of bodies. Come on. It's a tooth.
My fingers feel numb.
Yeah. Sure, a lot of stuff feels numb right now. Alright, we're gonna keep going. It got warmer. Let's do this. Maybe this will turn the tide on the cold. Back to that. Nice weather again. Didn't we have this locker earlier? Is this all you're gonna give me, an empty locker? Alright. Well, we did the one thing I wanted to do, which was get to coal. We'll need to warm up. What perfect music for this.
I've never felt so cold in my life.
Thought about using the stem, but the weather's actually not bad. And what my thinking is, there's a double stick. Save the stem, go in here and warm up, and sleep on the floor. Should be warm. Take you. I think we got plenty of water. Where is it? Add to our collection. Sleep for an hour. Yeah, we're starting to get the health warning. Gonna head over to this. Oh, come on, wind. We'll head over to this trailer. We'll warm up. And then we'll head up the road. The big question is what direction do we go? We head to a ravine, then it's obviously Mystery Lake. I don't know what we're going to find there. The same is true of going to Pleasant Valley. We've been through there twice. We actually found more food the second time through because we've gone over to 3 strikes. I don't know what of anything is left. We will eventually have to stem. Maybe twice. Oh, I wasn't meaning to come over to Kwanzaa. Why did I aim myself completely the wrong way? I wonder if this makes my decision for me. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. You know what? Just do this. We're just here to warm up. I was going to take another nap because we're tired, but... I meant to head the other direction, not to here. But seeing how we're here... You know what? I'll take another one of these sewing kits. How many cloth do we have? 7. Give me this jerry can. Oh, I'd love to know where that feedback's coming from. It's just so sporadic. Do another one. Let's utilize our supplies. Make another one. Alright. Drop that. It's just going to be excess weight. Thank you for your services. Oh, it's got a blizzard. Aren't you? Alright, I guess we're headed to this trailer. Yeah, we won't last long at all in a blizzard. Did we possibly miss anything? Did we forget something? I was wanting to take advantage of the weather. We left jeans behind. Check that. Okay. See if this is going to be a quick one. Doesn't sound like it. See, now you go through this deal of, should we go back and try to beachcomb Crumbling Highway? Does that buy us a fish or two? And then we head back? It's just... It's fickle right now. Be easy enough to get down to Quonset. We could hang out in there. We could even use a stim. Sleep through the night. How many stims do we have? I have 6. Sleep for one more hour. This is such a tough one. I talked myself into leaving and now I'm second guessing. Like, my thought process is like, we could find like 2 fish, then use that as the catalyst to bug out. Might change our stars. Good Lord. Aurora. Alright, we gotta move. Oh, we're not even that cold right now. Okay, we move. I think we use... such a long way. Let's step in here just really quickly. You didn't leave anything good in here, right? Oh, we left a sled in there. That's funny. Alright, let's just pass time ever so quickly. Let's see if the torch will change 2 down to 1 down. It did. Alright. I still think I'm going to stim at some point, but I think where I'm going to stim is when I get closer to crumbling. I may have to double stim. It's going to be ridiculous to end this video at Crumbling Highway once again. Can't believe how warm it is too, especially this late at night. my thinking is I don't think the stem would last long enough for us to get all the way there without getting part of the way there on foot. So, or at walking speed, rather, I should say. I think it's just too far. I think the stem would run out. But if we could get to where these houses usually are, where this is all burned out, and then then go ahead and do the stem. I don't think we're going back to Desolation Point. I think we're going to go to Crumbling Highway, and we've had probably our best success of any food items is there. So if we could get a big enough meal to turn the tides on our starvation and have enough of a meal to get out of Crumbling Highway, and then we can make a decision on whether to go to Ravine or Pleasant Valley. So this would be a really good point to say, I will wait for this to come out and get feedback before I record the next episode. Normally I like to have a little bit of a buffer, but I've been doing these kind of a little tighter together because these are actually been harder to record lately. So let's put this down. If this one runs out, we may grab another one. Come on, duck. Oh, I'd be amazed if we could get here with one. There it goes. I think we'll live with this. We'll get in the cave, we'll sleep for an hour, and we'll come back out and check. Because there is something there. We'll save the stem, which will help with an exit plan if we find food here. I'm working on it, Asher. I'm working on it. We're going to lose health regardless. Glad I made those torches. Alright, get in here so we can get a nap. Drink. You know what? Sleep for one more hour. That's cutting it a little close there with energy. That's better. You could see them. Okay, there's some wood at least. At least there's some beachcombing to be had. Not what we want, but... Uh-oh. You see that, guys? There's a fish there. Pretty good one. Old man's beard. Let's pick everything up. Firewood. Yeah, don't get hypothermia now. Okay, so let's go back in and we're gonna rinse and repeat here. You know, sacrifice a little energy to get back. I know we're over on time, but you know what? We got to know. Oh, wind's picking up. Okay, we're warm. I don't know if we're going to be able to keep a torch. Oh, maybe it's not as windy as it just sounded windy. Alright, let's grab... Use the matches. Alright. Yeah, it's gonna get cold. I don't even want to look over here because every time I find something over here, it's nothing but teasing me. Nothing but teases. Ooh, cattail. Another fish. Alright, do this. Eat this. Go, go, go. Once again, die another day. Got exactly what I was kind of hoping for. We got 2 fish. This might
Nobody needs this anymore.
get us out of town, so to speak. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Why do this? Frenchman, you're so awful. Don't really need a hockey jersey. Feather. 4. Alright.
Did I say I hate being cold?
Alright, you don't have the energy or... We're going to be triple bingo here in a second. We might sacrifice one more stem, as silly as that sounds. That's going to increase our health. We can cook this fish. All right.
This is goddamn freezing.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to be hungry and tired here. Didn't seem like a waste of a stem at this point. Okay, we're hungry. Might be better to save it and then use it to boogie to a location. Okay, we're warm. Get that out. Sleep for an hour. Okay. Let's start this fire. You know what? Why not? Start it. We don't need much for warmth. We just need to cook. Unbelievably, we need to cook.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
I think this one's bigger. Yeah, so we can take some of this coal with us. Well, as silly as this day has been, we now, I believe, have a little bit better bug out plan if we're going to leave. Beachcombing has sustained us a little bit longer, very surprisingly. So maybe what we can do on our way out is we can work our way through as much beachcombing as we can through misanthropes, because we want to cut across and go to that log sort and then up the hill. Maybe that's when we use one of the stems. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll find some more food. One more fish would be amazing in coastal. We found something on our way back. Sleeping is going to come in handy because we're going to be leaving in midday, which is what we need to be doing. Alright, so we're going to do this. We'll find out which one's the smaller of the two. Rancid. That's funny. This one's fresh. This one's rancid. Gotta smell amazing. So we'll eat the smaller of the two, and we'll try to get a good night's sleep. Get rested up. Got a long walk. I still think we're bugging out. I'm still of the belief that the beachcombing isn't enough. If you were playing Interloper and you had the ability to sustain yourself, even if you weren't hunting and fishing, you'd have the birch bark to fall back on. There'd be more sustainability if you're even doing Interloper. But this is so brutal, with the loot tables being higher, more restrictive than. So I'm thinking this is going to be the smaller of the two. That one is nearly 1,400 calories. That one's 1,500. Boy, look at that. 13, 15. Let's move this. Not that it matters that much, but just to make sure we're in the back part of the cave. Let's get a drink. Sleepify. We got a lot of torches we're gonna have to go through here. I want to make room for more coal. All right, let's sleep some more. Let's do 4 hours. That should put us midday. We'll see where I'm at. The nice thing is we can take little 1-hour naps here and there to warm up. Okay. This is where we're going to leave it. I'm not going to worry about eating that other fish right away. We may starve for a little bit again. Let's take a peek at this. We're at 30%. 25 to 30%, I guess I should say. Statistics. 153 days. Okay. I guess there'll be an episode 82 with this. And again, I'm still not 100% sure I'm going to go ahead and boogie, but I'm leaning towards it very heavily. I'm in the high 80s. I definitely made the right choice by turning around and coming here after the blizzard because it gave us these 2 fish. My hope is that we might find another fish or a wolf or something, more food, whatever you want to call it, on our walk back to Crumbling Highway. I may burn that 1T if I have to. I don't know yet. Or we'll use a stim. We're going to have to start tapping those anyway. And then I just don't know which way's the better way to go. I don't know. Muskeg is so lacking in cover. I don't know where there's going to be anything, but I don't know if staying's the right idea either. Guess we'll find out. Please do the YouTube things. Like, comment on your ideas and suggestions. By all means, we're at a weird point in this deal. So anyway, sorry for the longer episode. A lot of people are going to wonder about that. I hope that the ending is a happier one than what we were thinking it was going to be. But anyway, yeah, please comment on suggestions and ideas. I know OKC was talking about going back to Muskeg, and it's a lot of thoughts on that. So we'll see what you think. I'll put some thought into this before I record the next episode, and we'll go from there. And until then, we'll catch you on the next one.